This is Chris Mitchell. Got a call yesterday at 7 o'clock on March 29th, 2016, and said there were some lights in the sky as the sun was beginning to set. I believe it set sometime around 7:30, maybe near closer to 8 o'clock. But anyway, I have some pictures here I'd like to show. And here in this picture, you can see a light here. Here's the sun. I would ignore this light right here. This is lens flare. Also this halo that's right here. This is also lens flare from the camera. This is the sun. The sun is not quite this big. This is the what would you call this? The glare of the sun. You can play around with the saturation, contrast, different things on the when you edit pictures. And you can actually see the sun is actually smaller than this. This is just actually glare from the sun. And then here you've got a light over here. So here there's a light, and over here there's a light. So let's look at some of these other pictures I took. Again, here there's a light, here there's a light. Here there's a light, here there's a light. Now, my wife Heather called me, and she told me of this, that she had saw this, and she was some 20-25 miles away from me. This was a picture that she took. She took it through a windshield. But here you see the same light. This is not the sun. And I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but here's the halo. And I'll show you this halo on my picture in just a moment. But here's the light. Here's the picture again from her. Here's the light. Here's the halo. The halo's running right here. That's my picture. And I think that's her video. So let's go back down to my picture here. Okay, so it might be difficult for you to see it here, but I'm going to show you in just a minute. If you'll go to Google and look up sun halos, you will see this halo, and I'm going to point it out to you here. See the light here and the light here? If you can draw an arc, there's a sun halo here. And the sun halo is what's causing these two lights to occur to the side of the sun. So let's go to Google just a minute. And let's type in sun halo. And it'll show you some other images, cool images that people have taken. Now I've got a sun halo on some of my other videos for anybody that's watched them before. But look at all these interesting sun halos. So here you have the image to the left, the image to the right, image to the left, image to the right. Very cool sun halos. Now there are people who speak about this phenomena called the black sun. And what they call the black sun would be this dark area back behind this sun. And they call it this black sun. I think that's absolute and utter nonsense. But there are people that think that, so they can think what they want. You know, we're all in this world together, and we all have our ideas, so I'm not going to knock someone else's idea, but this is what they think. So I go up here and I see this thing, it says spiritual meaning, and I said, wow, what is this thing about spiritual meaning? So I'm going to click on this just a second. I want you to see this. I said, oh, isn't this funny? Somebody thinks we live in a dome. Who thinks we live in a dome? I click on this. What? This is from NASA. Here it is, and it's in our face. They're explaining to this. Now, I'm not going to go into this article, but if I go into this, drill down to this article and I visit this page, it obviously does not describe a dome. What it tells us is that is in the troposphere, there are sets, where the jets fly, that the temperatures are so cold that there are ice crystals. Now, all of us know about these ice crystals because we hit them when we're flying in the airplane. I mean, we can hear them pinging on the jet. Ping, 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 ping. Obviously, that's a joke. We do not hit ice crystals. But, be that as it may, that's their discussion. And the reason I make a joke about that is because why do these lights appear only here and here? And as the sun is going down, you see the lights here and here. And the sun keeps going down, and the lights follow the sun. So they say these things are mock suns. They call them sun dogs. I call them dogs that don't hunt. But as the sun goes down, these lights follow the sun. So what are we supposed to believe? There's an ice crystalline wall that flows down this way, and an ice crystalline wall that flows down this way? Is that what they're trying to tell us? I mean, what's wrong? Where are the ice crystals that are right in here, or right around along this particular area? Why are there ice crystals just here and here? You see, their argument doesn't add up. They give you just enough information so that you go, oh, okay, that's just ice crystals. But then think about it. Your jet airplanes that you travel on fly in that area. You're not hitting ice crystals. And even if it was ice crystals, the light wouldn't behave in this particular fashion. So right here in our face, they're showing us that there is some type of dome structure that is creating these sun halos. So now let me go back. So here are the sun halos, the phenomena. So go back over here and click on this particular image. And here you can tell from this image that these actually occur, at certain dates. And I would presume, if I got into this further, that there are people that actually know when these sun halos are actually going to appear in the sky. So, welcome to life under the dome, life under God's dome, life under Yahweh's dome. It is His world, and we serve a great and mighty God who has prepared this place for us. But not only this place for us, but He has prepared the world to come for us. For Jesus Christ came into the world, and He says, I have, in John chapter 14, I have come to prepare a place I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself. And for those of us who have that hope in Jesus Christ, and for those of us that believe God's Word, we have absolute hope. There's nothing about us that feels trapped in some bubble, like some people want to say, or whatever it may be. We live in a huge world, a world that I'm not so sure that anybody really knows what the entire world looks like. But it's God's world, and it's a beautiful world, and He loves us. He loves us dearly. And so, with that, let me show you before I end here Heather's video here.
So we have the sun
So
coming
she's
through the trees here,
pointing through the trees here where the sun is,
all the way over,
and over here
then you've got
she's
this
pointing
bright
to that
spot
light.
coming through,
And then there
here on
is the
side,
halo.
and you can kind of see a halo.
There's the
right
halo
there.
in our video. There's the
Not
halo.
sure what
There's
that
the
is,
light.
but there's
And
the
then you
bright
see the
spot.
halo running straight
And
up.
then you scan all the way over here.
And this again was recorded
and that's
yesterday
the sun
afternoon.
shining through.
This was
So
in
it's
Columbus,
definitely
Georgia, where she
not
was.
the sun over here that's shining through this bright spot.
And then, so there again here, she captured it here. She captured it here. She captured it here. And then I captured it here. And here's our halo. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful world. It's God's world. And thank you for watching.